We're actually going to start seated just to mix it up. So grab your Dynaband just to mix it up. We're going to start seated. And perfect. All right, great. We'll take our legs out, and I'm just going to have us do a few little movements up and down. As you come to the other side, you're breathing into the rib cage that you're stretching up. Good morning, good Tuesday morning. Think of it as a way to get lubrication into your joints. And even your hands can flow. Even your hands can flow. So you're waking up all the way from hip to fingers. Inhale, and the breath is part of that. And exhale. Let's do another. And then take your arms out like a T, and we'll just add a rotation, and a rotation, and an inhale, and an exhale. Legs are out, toes can be pulling back to you, just a little bit of a wake up. Inhale. You can even bend the knees to modify. One more. Nice, and then cross the ankles any way that's comfortable. Terrific. Take a hand to a thigh and go over. And now this time we rotate and we laterally flex. So just think of it as getting a little bit of movement. You can open up those hands. Roll the wrist. You got it. Inhale. Expanding. And then that hand comes to the rear and just look over your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale forward. And then we're going to take the other ankle, the thigh, and the hand goes to the knee and go over. Now this time you rotate. So we're putting those two warm-up moves together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And you can move your hand, you can move your fingers. Hello. Good morning. Good. We've been warming up, sides, rotation. Now this hand that's in there just comes behind you and look over your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then come back to the front. Your feet soles are going to touch each other. And just kind of wake up like you're a butterfly. Wake up your legs. And up and down and up and down. Good. You feel the hips waking up in the inner thighs. And then we'll just lean in a little bit and just hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take another inhale. And then on the exhale, come back. And then we're going to let those little feet out. I'll turn sideways just so you can see. Let me tilt my screen down just a little bit. So you're going to use your Dynaband or 2, 1 or 2 Dynabands. And you're going to put your feet, the strap around your feet. You can cross your strap. And so when I say 2 Dynabands or 2 elastic tubings, it's because this is such a strong area. The back is such a strong area. So I'm going to show you with 2 just so you know what I mean. Or you can cinch up on the band. So you're going to bend both elbows and pull. And you can see how I just naturally just move the head to release tension. Just make sure you don't have any tension. Pull and exhale, pull. So you might have a Dynaband or you might have tubing. Your elbows are going to go past your ribs. You got it. Good. And your posture looks great. I love it. You can think about some cues for posture. In general, your ear is in line with your shoulder from the side view. Your jaw is parallel to the floor. Your ribs are over the pelvis, which means they're not behind and they're not in front of. So you have this normal low back curve. The correction, if it's too hard to keep that curve with your booty on the floor, is you can bend the knees or you can sit on a pillow. So pull, exhale, pull, exhale. This should feel like your biceps, and it should feel like your back muscles and the rear part of your shoulder. Exhale. All right, let's take 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to take, if you had 2 straps, you only need 1. You're going to take 1 hand per handle, and you're separating the straps so they're not crossed anymore. You're going to roll back, and if your back feels tight, bend the knees a little, bend both elbows, and then straighten them. Bend both elbows, and then straighten. And exhale. And 6. $12, 13. Good. You should feel some abdominals every time you exhale. It's a great opportunity to pull them in. 16, 17. Neck is soft. 18. You're probably looking at your toes. 19 and 20. Sit up. Cross your straps like an X. Let your elbows glue to your side and open up your forearms. I'm going to turn so you can see me. What this is the external rotators of the shoulder. Look at your wrists and just see if they're fairly neutral. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if you can do 5 more. This is more of an endurance, low intensity, so it shouldn't feel like a big squat burn or anything like that. We just want to wake up the back of the shoulder muscles. 1 more. Terrific. And then we're going to just take our feet together and just sort of as a chance to release tension. You can bend and straighten your knees kind of like we did earlier. Release, and then just take a moment to hold about 5, 4, 3, just touching, 2, and inhaling, come back up, let your legs back out, and let me just show you a modification with the pillow. I said it, but let me just show you as well. Let's say you need to get a little release, you can just sit on a pillow. So that's what I meant. If your low back tends to roll backwards, that's where you would use that modification, or if your just hamstrings feel tight. Now the arms are going to look like you are hugging a tree backwards or like you're making a T. So the strap is around the heel arch. Your arms go out. And this is also really important for the posture. Rear deltoid. Rear deltoid. Good. You got it. Exhale. All right. Neck is soft every time. When you do these, your neck is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See how that feels? Really good. Give yourself some shoulder releases. We're going to do one that kind of looks like an X. So this is the posterior oblique chain. One arm goes higher and one arm goes lower. And then just switch it. Now you can cross this or not. It usually will work both ways. Maybe it depends on how strong your band is as well. Good. Posterior oblique chain. You're lifting tall. Neck is soft. You're only going as high with your arm as feels. You want your shoulder joint to feel good. You want your neck to feel good. So if you can go higher, great, but if there's any discomfort, stay a little bit lower with that top arm. And notice your torso will try to move, but you're gonna stay upright no matter where your arms are. All right, so this is work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now you can sit any way you want to. I'm just gonna have us hold hands and move your wrist into circles, about 5 each way. All right, try the other way. You got it. Still interlace your fingers and push out. Good, and we'll add a little flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Nice. And just kind of shake your hands out. If you need to sip, grab a sip. We're going to do another row with the rotation this time. So you'll take your strap around your feet arch, and you can sit and cross them. And you're going to pull right and then pull left. Now, for example, on mine, I need to either hold lower on the band, or you can also have 2 straps. So pull, but usually walking your hands lower, you can get. Now, when you do this, there's an addition where you supinate your hand as you rotate your torso. So your palm faces up as you rotate, and then when you return your hand, it goes back to where the hands are facing each other. You palm up and rotate. Palm up. Now just notice, are you rotating pretty equally on the right as to the left? Four, 3, 2, and 1. Really good job. Now, if you did have a pillow, you're going to get rid of it, and we're going to roll back. The palms are going to be overhand this time. Use your abdominals. So right here, there's some tone. Bend your elbows and row up. Exhale. Elbows are wider. If you need to, you grab the band a little lower. Ten, 11, belly in, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then come back up. Nice job. And you can just take a little forward fold, nothing aggressive. Kind of let your neck soften, reach forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now before we go down to do some weights on our back with the chest press, we're going to take a fingertip pullbacks so you feel this little stretch on the underside of your hand and on the forearm. Shoulder blades are down the back. Good. Inhale. And then exhale, try the other. Really good. Nice. Now what we're going to do is lie down and we're going to do a chest press. So it looks like that. So you'll take a weight that lets you do, it's like a field goal post, and then your hands push up. I'm going to get my coffee out of the way so I don't spill it. Grab a sip if you need to. And you're going to be lying back. And it's probably going to be a heavier weight. So you could do somewhere around 8
pounds, 10 pounds if you want. You can also do 6 pounds and just do more, something like that. 5 or 6 and do more. The inhale lowers your weight and the exhale pushes your weight, and 2 ends will touch. They kiss at the top for a moment. You exhale, press. So let's go over some other cues. The feet are on the floor, or they could be on your foam roller, because the intention is that your ribs stay connected to the mat. That way your low back doesn't get too lordotic or too arched. Inhale and exhale. Now take about 10 more. If you're tired, you can rest. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to lower the weights, and you can take a full body stretch with the arms overhead and the legs long. Shift through your arms, shift through your legs like you're climbing a ladder parallel to the floor. Wiggle those fingers. And we're going to do one called the fly while we're down here. So the feet are going to come back on the floor, and you might use the same weights or slightly less, but you're going to place the palms towards each other when the weights are over top of your nose sternum. Now the inhale is going to open up your arms, kind of like you're hugging a tree. Your exhale hugs the tree. Your inhale opens. Good. And everybody looks good. I'm just going to verbalize that you want to make sure you don't try to touch your weights to the floor. Inhale, just your arms, just maybe the back of your arms, but you don't let your wrist go backwards or your elbows go backwards to touch the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Open up and close. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. And then you can let those down. You can take a full body stretch. Let everything stretch. And then we'll use our abs to come back up.
And grab a sip. I'll meet you standing. I just wanted to mix the things up, how we do our positions. Now, when you change a position, let your body do go through any kind of orthostatic hypotension. Like if you have orthostatic hypotension or you tend to get lightheaded, like let that resolve so you don't feel lightheaded. Now you're going to be standing, and we're going to take 2 smaller weights, so probably 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s to do a lateral raise. You'll be opening up your arms to the side. Stand back and open. Nice. And 2. And 3. Is that my coffee mug in there? Yeah. My coffee mug says, "Not all those who wander are lost." 4, 5, 6. I like how the knees are soft, what I see. 7, 8. I like how the shoulders, your hands are going to about shoulder height, but not higher at this point. Neck is soft. You're breathing continuously, not holding the breath. Now, if you can, do 5 more, so it's a little bit more endurance. 16, 17, 18,
19, and 20. Let's let those down for a moment. And there's a Qigong move. You just sway right and left. Nice. And then we're going to take a 5-pound weight or 3-pound weight or 4-pound weight, probably maybe 6 pound if you're feeling super strong, go forward. So front raise. Now the feet have a little like a hip width apart, solid stance, and your neck is soft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, neck is soft, 13, and you're going to about shoulder height, 14, good, 15, there is some ab tone here. Now this is where we add the 5 more for endurance, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let those down. And we'll go over and kind of like how we warmed up, just add some rotation so we're not holding this really long stretch yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let that down, and then go up and over, and 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. All right, we're going to do an overhead press, so a lighter weight, probably somewhere between 2 and 6, and I'm just going to tilt that up. So you're going to be lifting your arms up with that lighter weight. Or Richard, you might be adding on more, and that's just fine. So you go up, inhale, and you exhale, good. And up. Now these could be done seated in a chair. There you go, Betty. 4, yep, it's just an easy correction, and then grab a different weight if you need. 5, neck is soft. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now when your arms are overhead, 10, you're making sure your low back doesn't get any more sway. You've got a little bit of tone below the ribs. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now today's where we're adding a little bit more endurance. So if you need to be done, you're done. But if you can, go up to 20. So that was 16. Good. 17, 18, 19, 20, lower that down. Good. Take a little sway. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then we're going to take a tricep. So let me just show you what it's going to look like behind your head. There's a couple things you can do. You can take 2 smaller weights or 1 bigger weight. So you decide. Your could be like 2, 3, 4, 5. Richard might be more. You're going to go up with your inhale. Now you could also just take 1 heavier weight and lift that up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 11, good, I like the jawline roughly parallel to the floor, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lower those down. Good job on that. And then this is going to be a finger stretch. 1, 2, 3, and really stretch them out. So they're going to try to curl back in, but really stretch them out. 4, stretch. 5. Now thumb, and see how the other fingers want to curl sympathetically, but you're going to really, right here's where it gets hard. Yep. Like, yeah, you have to look at them in conscious. Now, like, see how that one wants to fold? Now stretch it out. Now ring. And good job. All right, now spread it out like you have 2 piece fingers. Now you're doing a split, and just a little. You're just giving some attention. I'm just showing kind of a weird view. I just want you to see straight on. You don't have to hold your wrist like this. Good. And now palms together. Now watch this. Your thumbs, your hands may not do this, but just separate right where your fingers meet your palms. So not everybody's just going to do. Yeah, and then bias more pinky, bias more ring, bias more middle, bias more first finger. Okay? Good. So now just kind of freely wiggle them. Good job. Just the hands do so much for us, so we're giving them some attention. Now you're going to take that same weight. This is what we're doing. Bye, Miss Sarah. You're going to go out. It's called a reverse fly, and I'll turn to the side. It's going to look like this. All right, so take your lighter weight, most likely anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. 10's heavy for me, so that's like more of a, if you were born with 30% more muscle fibers, like the in your upper body, like the a male. Go out. Out. Now I'm going to turn to the side. What you have is a heel heavy position and your arms open. Now this is the rear fly. Posterior deltoid is really important for shoulder health, and it doesn't get as much of a workout during the normal daily activities. So you have to go after it. You're making yourself almost like a pause, and you slow down as you return. You go out, you pause, you slow down, and you return. Pause. Pause. Neck is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. And then let's get rid of those just for a moment. Good. And this is going to be just humongous circles. Cross, humongous dynamic flexibility. Big and big. Inhale. And then let your hands interlace at the back and lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Now we're going to take a heavier weight for bicep curls. So it's going to look like this. So heavier weight for sure. I'd say anywhere from 5 to 12 pounds. And you're going to exhale, bend, and inhale, lower with control. Exhale, bend, and inhale, lower. And exhale, bend, and inhale, lower, and up, and 5, and 6, 7. Knees are soft. 8, neck is soft. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15, 16, 17, more endurance today, 18, wrists are straight, 19, and 20. Lower those down for just a moment. Now one arm is going to go across your body, and you can roll your wrist, and the other way. Now one arm is going to go across the body, roll your wrist. Really good. All right. Now we're going to do an upright row. And because it's a shorter lever, it'll probably be a stronger weight too, the weight you just used most likely. Go out. So you could do anywhere from 3 to 12 pounds here. 3. Good. 6. Neck soft. 7. Knees soft. 8. 11. 12. 16. This is for endurance. 17. So if you're getting tired, you can put it down, but we're slowly building some. 18. 19. Some endurance. 20. Lower those down. And you can take your hands together and roll them. I'm going to flip my thing down. And if you need to sip, go ahead too. Roll them. And roll them. All right. Now, we're going to take a heavier weight and do bent over rows. It's a heavier weight, do bent over rows. So the exercise looks like this. I think of starting a lawnmower or a weed eater. So probably anywhere from 3 to 15, 5 to 15. Heels heavy. Bend your elbows. Now notice my back is like a table. From ear, it's in line with the shoulder, in line with the middle rib, in line with the hip. You don't have to be parallel to the floor, but your back is like a table. You'll still feel your biceps, and that's okay. The rear shoulder and the back. Kind of like we did seated with the bands. (15) 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, now just stand up with your hands and your weights in your hands. All right, when you're ready, lift up both heels and lower with control. You got it. Lift. We'll sneak in a set of calves. With the extra weight, it's more than we weigh. Normally when we do these during the week, we're using our body weight. Now we've added some extra weight to our body weight. For me, the challenge is slowly going down. So lift, try to slowly go down and lift. Good, exhale. And up. Slowly go down. Try 5 more, knees are soft. Good, exhale, 4. This is also really good for circulation. 3, 2, 1. Now open up your feet a bit. Now you can get rid of the weights if you would like, but you can think of, okay, I'm picking up a suitcase. I'm getting heel heavy, I'm squatting, and I'm picking up a suitcase with each hand. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to just show you from the side. You're still sending your glutes back. You're definitely not leaning your shins forward, right? Like there's a chair behind you that someone's taken away, so your booty's trying to get them. Now I want you to feel your legs are both equally firing. Are you accidentally shifting? If so, just
Put some conscious effort and let's see. 50-50 weight distribution. Inhale. Exhale. Because even I can feel my body's trying to go right, left, so I'm trying to do 50-50. All right, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. So just for a moment, let's take those down. Take the hand back. I'm just coming in. You don't have to kneel. And then take the other hand back. Flip. Good. That looks good, guys. And then flip. And for some reason, it just feels nice to kind of shake it out afterwards or roll it out, play the piano, just some kind of different movement to get tension out. Even just giving them attention helps, right? And then we're going to take a, just to mix it up, heel here. And you're going to take goddess squats or sumo squats. So 3, just touching different leg muscles. 4, heels heavy. A little more hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now go halfway up and down. 10. If that doesn't serve you, go do the full ones or stay on the top half. 4, 5, there's the legs. 6, now they're talking. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up. Really good. Now we're going to get down to the floor and grab our foam roller to do some exercises for the core and for the back. I am going to tilt you lower and grab a sip if you need. Swan with your foam roller. Swan with your foam roller. Belly down and let your elbows go wide. Inhale, go up, exhale, go down. Inhale, go up, exhale, go down. Inhale, go up, and exhale, go down. And up, and up, and up, and up. Neck is soft. Arms are strong. We're going to stay up, holding for 15. Lower down. We're going to go up again, hold for 15. Lower down, go up, hold for 15. Beautiful, guys. 12, 13, 14, and 15. How about a little child's pose? Push your hips back, low back. Now, if you don't like child's pose for knee flexion, you can also take puppy dog pose, which is hips in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to let the foam roller be on this side, your forearms on the other side, and let's see if we can do inchworm, toes towards each other,
Knees under and in back. Knees under and back. Knees under and back. Knees under, back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and recover. Now we're going to do a hip lift. This is going to be like a dolphin, forearms down, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and up and lower, and 6, 7, 8, 9, recover. Good job. Now this is going to be knees corner to corner. So you're going to put your forearms down and you're going to be like an inchworm, but your knees are going to go to the left corner and then plank, right corner plank, left, right, left, right, under, one more each, and recover. Nice. Now this is going to be dolphin with an oblique angle, so you're going to be on your elbows, your knees go long, lift your hips up. Now come back to plank, lift your hips up, lift, lift, up, 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 and then recover. Woo! Nice job. Looking good. And then we're going to do a little plank on the forearms. Now when you're on your forearms, you're going to put your shins on the foam roller. Now all you're going to do is go forward and back, maybe just 2 inches. So just this tiny little move 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. And then lie on your back, and we're going to actually get the foam roller on this side of your back. Don't lie on your back, lie on your foam roller on your back. So let's see if I can be a little clearer. Lift up. Your hands are going to be behind your head. It's going to feel like you have a little pillow or neck support. Go back and forth over the foam roller. You can extend. Excuse me. You can flex. You can deviate left. And you can deviate right. Try all sorts of things. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now how about the quads? So you turn over, your forearms are down, and you roll out your quads. So your elbows are on the mat, your quads are on the foam roller. You can start neutral, meaning toes are pointed towards the floor. And you look how similar that is to the exercise we just did with the abs. So we're still working some core. Now toe out and just see how that feels. And what if you toe in? How does that feel? Good, Michelle. Good, Betty. And you can also bend your knees, which is harder.
You can point the feet out. You can cross the ankles. You can deviate right. You can deviate left. All right, now we're going to do IT. Be on your side. Good, that top foot can act like a way to dilute the intensity. You can get the back part of your hamstring IT, get right in the middle, or right toward when you face the floor, that's sort of top, that lateral part of your quad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then try the other side. You can take your IT, elbow down or forearm down. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Notice how that feels. Get any spots that need attention. Breathing. Inhaling. And exhaling. Woo. Let's get that hip. You can sit on the foam roller. And you can just do this, or you can grab an ankle to thigh and roll out. And I've got my knuckles tucked under if you want to try that too for your wrist. That's just one way. Breathing. 7, 6. So good. 5, 4, 3. Get right around the greater trochanter too. It's hard to get it wrong around here. There's probably a lot of spots, so don't worry if you have a little different angle, because you might find something that's different on your body that's tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's hit that other one. Ankle to thigh, so you may have to readjust like I am. Ankle to thigh. From greater trochanter, the hip bone to the sacrum. 6 deep external rotators in there. 3, 4, and you know, you can roll back, you can roll forward. And 10, 9, 8, 6, you have a good spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How about we hit that armpit area? And I'll send you an email about this, but some of you have emailed me about your hands and your wrist. If you will grab for next class a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball or a golf ball sometimes works, or a racquetball. I think a tennis ball is a really good one. You can even find massage balls, right? So we'll do the forearms, and that's a really good area you can get some release on. It's not as good with the foam roller, so I don't really even feel it, so I like to have a ball. So I'll email you a reminder, and you can bring that, and we can do that. If you have a pet and you throw a ball to them, that one will work if they'll let you play with it. So at this point, you're getting that lat attachment. It twists behind the armpit. You might be getting the back of your shoulder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, let's try that other side. Try the back of that armpit. Good breathing. You might feel the back of your shoulder. You might feel the lat where it twists. And 10, 9, 8. Some people have tightness in the triceps too, so you could try that at the back of the arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Before we take a Shavasana, if you want another sip, take it, but I would like to take a lie down stretch on the foam roller. So your head's on the foam roller. And your sacrum's on the other end. That way your body is able to rest. And our arms, if you can put them like a field goal post, you'll get this passive shoulder chest stretch. You might even like to move a little right and left, and it gets a massage on your rhomboids and the occipital ridge. Put your head straight on the roller though, don't look at me. That way you can get the occipital muscles, occipitalis, and then down near the sacrum you might feel stretch, a little foam roller release. All right, find a happy place for your hands. And then just let go. Some of you might even like to do a bound angle here, which is where your feet are together and your knees are wide. Just take about 5 inhales and exhales. Give yourself permission to let all your worries behind, to put your mind on a shelf, and let your focus just be on the breath, which is the here and now. Slowly wake your fingers and your toes, and make your way up towards a seated position, facing the front of the room. And then just take a moment to notice your posture. Notice the freedom in the nervous system. Notice how good the mind feels, the breathing, the muscles, the joints. So you're setting and touching base with homeostasis and a baseline of calm strength. And we'll put our hands on our heart and just make an intention that we can access that sense of calm strength. When we start to feel a little bit out of calibration, we can take a few breaths, we can do some stretches, we can foam roll. That we have all these different tools meant to self-soothe us so that we can use them when we need and be more of a creator of our emotional state as opposed to a reactor or by default. So just notice how that feels. And you can make a little promise to yourself that when you notice you start to deviate a little bit, that other things in your environment don't have power over you, and you're going to do your best to self-nurture, self-care, and come closer to homeostasis for higher well-being, that you deserve to feel wonderful well-being. Whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. With much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Bye guys. Thank you. See if you can find a tennis ball or some type of ball like that, and we'll do some rollers next time, okay? Some forearms. All right. Take